Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You are with Victoria. So just remember, all you need to do is just hit subscribe to tune into some more of my videos that are coming your way. Today is all about quick makeup. So quick morning makeup for busy mums, busy girls, busy women. You know, you kind of don't have a lot of time in the mornings, but if you look like myself and we don't have that naturally beautiful skin in the morning, we can't go out without any makeup. I literally wouldn't step out the house without some little bit of makeup on at least. Certainly wouldn't go on the school runs without any makeup. And what I wanted to show you today was you don't have to spend 15-20 minutes doing your makeup. Just a quick, maybe 5-10 minutes, a little bit of foundation, a little bit of blusher, and you will feel like a new woman. And from experience, I will always say to you that I'm honest, I don't have perfectly beautiful, tanned, naturally even toned skin, so I have to wear foundation and makeup, but you can use it really quickly and achieve some great results. So as you can see, I have taken all my makeup off, so it's pretty scary, but we're going to start with working right from the basics so you can come through that with me, and by the end you are going to know how to apply that quick morning makeup. So first things I'm going to do is I'm just going to clip up my fringe. Now I don't know about you, but I can't bear it if my makeup gets all in my hair. Just clip it back or put a headband on. Either way, if you've got a fringe and you're doing your makeup, when you clip it up afterwards, you're probably going to need to use your straighteners or comb it or whatever, because it will be a little bit crazy. So to start with, I have cleansed my skin. I imagine you've just got out the shower, that kind of thing. I am going to use my first product. So you've probably seen me use this before. I'm just going to hold it up to the camera. That is the Healthy Glow by Charlotte Tilbury. She's got some amazing tints. So we've got this Healthy Glow, and she's also got like a good, I think it's called Wonder Glow, which is another great product just to put on as a base. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of this on first of all. So this, because I don't have an amazing evenly skin, and I do have some breakouts, this just literally gives me that sort of even tone under my foundation. So as I'm putting it on, I'm going to work it under my eyes, over my nose, around that side there. So I often have a lot of breakouts just at the side of my face. So that's where often it's a hormonal thing normally, but it's where I find my foundation, you can see it through, see those blemishes through there. So I always make sure I've got on a good amount. And this is a unisex product, so men can use this as well. And if you've seen some of my videos before, you will know that I am a huge lover of a tinted moisturiser, especially this one by Charlotte Tilbury. Just beautiful. So already the difference that makes, my skin is just starting to have a little bit of colour. So even if you just put that on, a little bit of blusher, you've got something on. So I'm going to leave that just for a moment while I get my next product. Now, if like myself, you have any breakouts, I'm going to just put a little bit of concealer on it. This is just a powdered concealer. So really easy to use if you're not too sure about concealers. And again, you haven't got a lot of time, you really can't go wrong with this. I'll just hold that up for you. This is actually a Bare Minerals one. And I'll just turn it around the other way. This is called Bisque. They do this like in a summer bisque, and this is their standard bisque. I just use this all year round, and I pop a little bit into the pot, and then all I'm going to do is, with a flatter brush like so, I just hold that up for you. I'm just going to pop it on any of the areas where I tend to get those little blemishes, so just round here. But you can see as you put it on, it just sort of blends into your skin. I've got the same on the other side. So I think too many of us are worried about, oh, we should, taking our makeup off, and we should have this perfectly beautiful skin underneath. If most women are honest with you, none of us have that kind of skin. So we all have to lose a little bit of concealer, a little bit of foundation. That's quite normal. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. So I'm just going to conceal in any of those little areas. You can use this under your arms. I prefer to use, and I'm going to show you my next product, because as you can see, I suffer with dark circles under my eyes. I'm a busy lady, I have 3 children to look after, we're constantly on the go, so sleep is not one of my things that I get to do that much of. So under the eyes is my main area of concern. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury concealer under here, but another favourite of mine is the Touche Eclat. I like that, or just use your bisque if you wanted to. So I'm going to put this underneath my foundation. So I'm just going to put it under, like so. Attractive, okay? And then I'm just going to use my fingers, or you could use your brush. So I'm just going to start, and all I'm going to do is just pat that underneath. Now, I quite like to put this underneath my foundation when I'm on a quick morning school run, because I just find it hides everything better. If I'm going on a night out, I can also use this over the top of my foundation. It's one of those products you can literally put it in your bag and just use it as and when you need to. So you can also use this concealer on like your blemishes area, or on the top of your eyes, or any areas that you might have that are concerning. So already you can see just brightens that under eye area. The main thing I would say is don't overload it. So don't put loads and loads on thinking, oh, it's going to cover it, because actually you end up looking 10 times worse. So give that moment just to settle in. Then I'm going to put my foundation on. So for a quick fix, powdered loose foundation, so this is a mineral foundation, is always much easier to use than a liquid, because you really can't go wrong with it. You're not going to get those tied lines underneath, and you can blend it and add to it as much or as little as you want. So I'll just hold that up for you. Again, that's a Bare Minerals. I'm working with a medium beige. That's what suits my skin tone. Make sure you go and get a colour match, because again, there are, I think, probably like 30 or 40 different shades. So make sure, I wouldn't buy this one online and just guess. Go and get your colour checked first of all. And at Christmas time, they do some great gift sets, which a lot of people will say to me, especially mums on the school run, they'll go, oh, yeah, I got the Bare Minerals set for Christmas, and it literally lasts them 6 to 12 months, that foundation kit, because you use such a small amount. I'm just going to hold that up to the camera. So what I've done is just tap some into the lid. So it looks like such a small amount, but this will give me coverage on my face. So you can imagine how long that big pot is going to last you. So I'm then going to take my wide foundation brush. I love this brush. It's a bit battered, my brush, because I love this. This is one I use pretty much every day, twice a day sometimes. It's got a lovely full head on it, but it's firm. So sometimes, if I hold that one up as well, this is a lovely brush, don't get me wrong, but to put my foundation on, it's a little bit soft and I don't get that good coverage. So all I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to swirl it round in my pot. I'm going to tap it off, and then I'm just going to literally buff this into my skin. So you can work it, but you can see when it goes on, I don't really have to pay too much of attention to where it's going. So if you've got the kids hanging around your ankles, or your husband wants a cup of tea or whatever, you can literally just throw this on and you're going to feel like a new woman. I wouldn't be seen without this, especially in the mornings. It's just perfect. So you can see already, and as I said, you can build it up as much or as little as you want. But if we're thinking along the lines of quick makeup, then that would be your foundation. Just bring it underneath and over the ears as well, like so. Pop your lids back on, take that out of your way. Be careful you don't spill that on your carpet as well, because any makeup on the carpet, not fun. Get rid of that part. Now I just want to put a little bit of bronzer on. I don't want to go over the top because we are on the school run. I'm going to use just a little bit of my standard bronzer. Don't go too dark. And again, I'm going to use, if I just hold that up, a slightly flatter brush this time. Again, it's a Bare Minerals one, but whatever brushes you like to work with. So I'm just going to put a little bit on. And then again, I'm just going to go underneath my cheeks like so, and just above. So remember that figure of 8 that I show you. Underneath. Remember, just tap the excess off. Don't go straight onto the skin. So obviously, this is just a real quick little bit of colour. Don't have to go too crazy. We're not contouring or anything like that. It's just to give you that little bit of colour on the cheeks like so. Pop that one to one side. can't go out without my blusher, so I need a little bit of colour on my cheeks. Even if it's winter time, I need that little bit of colour. So here I've got, again, I'll just hold that up, the Fruit Cocktail Bare Minerals. I'm just going to open that up and tip it towards the camera just very slightly. Can you see how bright that is? Now, when I first got this, I was petrified thinking about, oh my goodness, that is so bright. I'm going to end up looking like a clown if I put this on my face. But when you use it, remember, less is more, okay? So I've got some already into my pot like so. And all I'm going to do, you can either use a fuller brush like so, or a slightly smaller one. I like to start with a slightly bigger one. Tap off the excess, and I buff it just over the top of my hand just to take off the excess. And then all I'm going to do is just smile and just add that little bit of colour to my cheeks like so. So can you see, although it's like so bright in the pot, actually when you put it on your face, it's really not that bad at all. So that is simply it. How quick was that to put it on your cheeks? And then all I'm going to do is just a quick bit on my eyebrows. Again, I've got quite dark eyebrows, but you can see in these little patches here, they just need that little bit of defining, a little bit of coverage. So perfect quick fix is an eyebrow mascara. They come in different colours, different brands, depending on what you want to work with. This is the Charlotte Tilbury one, but I am a huge fan of the MAC one as well. So all I'm going to simply do is just comb this over the brow. So normally if I was going out of an evening, I'd use my pencil and everything as well. But from a quickness point of view, I just want to give that slight definition for my eyebrows. As I said, I don't want to scare anyone on the school run. And I still want to look like me, but I don't want to look too overdone. So just literally going over the brow itself. I always find it difficult to talk when I'm doing my brows, but I will, even when I'm doing my mascara as well, I find that. So just check. Now what I would say with your eyebrow mascara is, don't try and draw it on. This is just literally to fill in and kind of give a little bit more definition. People go wrong where they're trying to draw it on like a pencil and then they end up looking absolutely awful. Just to give me a little bit of coverage on my eyes, I'm just going to use, this is my Urban Decay Heat Palette. So again, I'll just hold that up for you. And the colour that I'm actually going to use, bear with it, it's called Sourced. Okay, so that's just a nice sort of nudie kind of colour. And I'm just going to use a very round brush just to literally pop that onto my eyelid. And it's hardly visible, but it just makes me feel like, again, I've got a little bit of something on. And also, because it is a light colour, I don't really have to work and play around with it too much. It doesn't matter if it doesn't go on absolutely perfect, because you're in a rush, you haven't got much time, but you can just blend it in. So I'm just taking it just above my eyelid very, very slightly, like so, just to give me that little bit of colour. Some of you might think, oh, eyeshadow is not something I need. For me, again, because I've always worn it, to try and go out the house without it is not good for me. It gives me a bit of anxiety. So then I just want to put a little bit of mascara on. I've already got lashes on. My lashes are actually due for being topped up. So they are a little bit sparse, but you can just put your mascara on wherever you want. So I'll leave them for the moment because I don't want to pop any more over my extensions. But again, it's up to you. If you didn't want to, you don't have to. And then I'm lastly just going to finish with a little bit of loose powder just to top everything off. You know I'm a huge fan, just to literally seal everything in. But as I said, I love that mineral makeup because it just gives you that soft, glowy kind of look. And then lastly, lip-wise, if you're at super rush, you can use like a lip pencil, or again, if you've got like a soft kind of tint, I love both of these. This is a Charlotte Tilbury, and we've got a NARS lip pencil. So I'll use the Charlotte Tilbury one today. This goes on so smooth, it feels really soft. And again, something that you can put on in a rush. And this one, the reason I like the coverage of this is because if you've got a school run to do and you don't have time to put your lipstick on before you get to the office or whatever, it's going to last you, okay? All I'm going to do is just take my crazy fringe down. Let's just find a little brush just to try and tame it a little bit. As I said, you'll see, normally I would then straighten my fringe, do whatever, just to tidy it up. But you can see, you just have that nice, glowy, fresh look. Mum on the school run, there's no excuses. Just pop a little bit of makeup on and you're going to feel like a different woman. So remember, just hit subscribe to tune into some more of my videos, and I hope to see you very soon. See you soon.